Alright everyone, now is the time to config our Vsftp because the Vsftp will not working in the way we want to without any configuration. So this video we're going to config that. So I have the configs from this website howtofort.com is where I'm going to copy this guy. Okay, now you see that I have my server already run, and now I'm going to SSH to my server, and then we're going to config that. All right, so remember we do SSH, and my username is Farouk on the 192.168.43.55, and then I put the password 1234. Now I'm logged in. So what we're going to do is we already installed Vsftpd. If you remember, we're going to set that configs and follow this website. All right, so it say that we have to copy the vsftpd.conf to something else. Okay, I did copy that to .original. So if I have anything problem about this, I can always use reverse to this, just rename this file to .config. I just delete this away, and then everything will be fine. So if you want to copy that, this is the command you should run: sudo etc sudo cp is to copy, and then vsftpd.conf. So, and the second parameters, we're going to copy it to whatever name you want to copy. All right, so that's how you're going to run the command. Now, before I start to edit this file, let's see what is the firewall status now. So the firewall status is active, and we allow SSH, open SSH to that. So that's why we can SSH through the firewall here. Now, the command that I'm going to put in just to allow the Vsftpd, then we can do FTP, right? We have to allow the port 2021. Now let's put that command: sudo ufw allow, and then 20 TCP, right? And again 21 TCP. Another that we're going to open to allow is 990, and I'm going to use the port 45,000 and then 50,000 port. That will be the command that I run. Now let's run sudo ufw status, and you will see this list. We have 20, 21, 990, and 45,000, 50,000. Cool, we're good to go. So next, we're gonna config the file, the vsftpd.config file. You can use nano if you want to, but myself, I'll use vim. So my command will be vim etc and vsftpd.conf, like this. Hit enter, and then I'm going to show the number, the line number right here. Anonymous enable is no, listen is no, local enable is yes. So let's try that. Anonymous is no, listen IPv6 yes, local enable yes, and write enable. Where is it? Write enable. Write enable. So let's remove this. Write enable. And another one is chroot local user. Chroot local. Where is that? Chroot local user is right here. So chroot local user yes. Next. Not going to use this. Just leave it away for one moment. So allow writable chroot. Do we have it? Allow writable. Oh, we don't have it. It's okay. So I'll put it on the very bottom of the file, and I say allow, it will be equal to yes. Allow writable shell root, yes. And here pass v enable. I will do a little bit different, just very small different. Pass v min port. Remember what we config is 45,000, and another pass v mac port, that will be 50,000. That easier for me. And then user list enable equal to yes. User list file equal to etc vsftpd dot user list, and then user list deny will be equal to no. Now what is that? We're not going to do this yet. Add user, we have user already. User is myself. My name is Farouk. And what else are we gonna do here? Okay, let's save this file, :wq, save that. And then next we're gonna run echo and your username. In my case here is Farouk. Pipe sudo t -a, and then etc vsftpd dot user list. Boom. Okay, now let's see if it's working. Sudo systemctl restart. I don't know, status vsftpd dot service is load inactive. All right, now let's start. Now let's see the status. I don't know if we have a config error. Inactive dead. All right, is something wrong with our configs? Let me see. What is the wrong? Oh, it's running. It's active. It's running, not dead. Okay, cool. Now let's see if we can ftp 192.168.43.55. okay, name Farouk. Please specify the password is 1234 and log in successfully. Good. Now we can connect to FTP with our username and passwords. Is fine. And if I log in with anonymous, it will be cannot FTP. I have to put my username and my password in so I can FTP thing. Alright, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna secure transmission using SSL, this part. So I'm going to copy this, the whole thing. Alright, and then close this down, clear this out, and then I part that I'm copy. Now with this command, I'm going to copy this command here, and then I'm going to run that. Alright, so country, I'm in Thailand, so I'm going to put th and the state. So you put whatever name of this city. Forget it's Phuket. Alright, company, I don't have any company, I don't even have a job, it's fine. So master, and then Farouk, email address is Farouk, this is my fake email, that not real email. Okay. Okay, alright, what the next thing we're going to do is we're gonna comment this two line out, and then we're going to put these two line in. Alright, let's do that. So sudo vim etc vsftpd.config. alright, and we're gonna file is actually so what you're gonna do is you're going to comment this two line, and SSL enable here is saying no at the first time, but now I'm going to put yes, and then go down a couple line. Let's copy this one and pass it. Alright, that 2 lines from here. And another line that we're going to copy is right here. I'm lazy, so let's copy that and then go to the very bottom of the file and then pass it. So that will be all. Now :WQ to save, and then next thing we're gonna restart the Vsftpd. Now let's do that. Sudo systemctl restart Vsftpd.service, and then let's see the status. Load active running. If you have this will be fine, right? You have active running, is means everything fine. Your config file is okay. Now it's the time to fire up our FileZilla. You have FileZilla right here. Okay, I'm gonna put this away. Let's go to 4. What we're gonna do is well, actually what I'm doing here, let's put this away first. What I'm doing here is I'm going to make sure that I still can FTP to my website, to my server. Okay, so FTP 192.168.43.55, and that will be named Farouk. Let's go Farouk. So non-anonymous session must be used encryption login fail. So now I can't do this way. Alright. Okay, at least it's a very small security. Something. Now let's open up the FileZilla, and then it's sftp:// I'm going to 192.168. You must use SFTP, alright? 192.168.43 and 55. And your username, my name is Farouk. I'm going to have password 1234, and then now I click on the connect. You're going to get this. And then what I'm doing here is I say always trust this host, and then click on OK. Now you can see that I am connected to this server already. This is my home folder. Well, if on the share hosting will be something else different, a little bit different, because I use the share hosting and it's not look like this. But anyway, just what I mentioned earlier, that we only do this for our study purpose, so it's not going to be any kind of security or anything issue that we're going to get, because you can always delete this Ubuntu server box if you want to, because it's inside of your VisionBox program. So I am not very good with the security or anything, but I just did this for my study purpose. So I hope you guys understand this. Alright, so now I am logged in by FTP and go to my home directory. Now I need my configs back. Alright, that is it for this video, otherwise it will be very long video also. In the next video we're going to see how do I can get the configs back and then use it in this server. For instance, I need my configuration like vim configs back to use with this server, and also my tmap configs and such a thing. Alright, so we'll see you on the next video.